live on the free Odyssey app.
Winds news time 7:59. 10-10 winds. AccuWeather. Heaviest rain now departing Long Island and Connecticut suburbs. The rest of the commute will be okay. Still some standing water out there. We'll do traffic in about 2 minutes. Humid the rest of this morning through the early afternoon. Mainly cloudy, shower or two with a high near 80. If you are headed to the beach, there is a high risk of rip currents for the city and south-facing Long Island beaches. Got a round of heavy thunderstorms coming our way later this afternoon. Going to start in the western suburbs of Jersey, get into the city for the first part of tonight. So downpours, damaging wind gusts, hail, lingering thunder shower through the late night overnight. We are headed down to a low of 71. Right now, 69 going up to 80. More people get their news from 1010 Winds than from any other radio station in the nation. Sharon Barnes-Waters is our service aide. Justin Schrager now at the editor's desk. I'm Brian Britton.
All news, all the time. This is 1010 Winds at 92.3 FM, New York.
Good morning. 69 degrees and raining at 8 o'clock on this Monday, August 7th. I'm Susan Richard, and here's what's happening. Today's forecast making it tough to get around town. We'll check in with both traffic and AccuWeather. 2 crashes on Long Island, including one that left 3 people dead. Our Sophia Hall coming up. The hate crime squad now probing an attack last week on an Asian woman in the subway. Donald Trump's legal team given until 5 p.m. to tell the judge in his latest indictment why the former president shouldn't be told to zip it. And an American Airlines pilot going viral for giving passengers a pre-flight talking to. We'll explain. In sports, both the Mets and Yankees lost. Winds news time 8:01. Traffic and transit with Karen Stewart.
We are jammed on the northbound New Jersey Turnpike car lanes north of 14 for Newark, right before the split for the eastern and western spurs. Packed. We've got the right and center lanes blocked up there. We've got an accident going on. Northbound Garden State Parkway north of 131. We've got an accident blocking the left lane. The disabled at 136 have been cleared away. All lanes are blocked in Sayreville on southbound 9 south of 35. We've got an accident there, and we've got another hit over on eastbound 24 at 78 Springfield. The left lane on the exit ramp to eastbound 78 is closed. Here's what you need to know about the bridges and tunnels. The Brooklyn-bound Williamsburg ramp to the BQE still has...
Gas over here is $3.41 regular cash, $3.47 regular credit, and $3.98 diesel. And on Sunday, it's 5 cents off.
At Jerome Avenue, and the left lane is blocked. It's actually a spin out there. The inbound Lincoln is 35. The inbound Holland Tunnel is 35 to 40. And on the westbound LIE, we're still jammed from 188th Street to 108th, where we've got an accident and the right lane is closed. Alternate sides in effect today. We're sponsored by Schweiger Dermatology Group. Traffic and transit every 10 minutes around the clock. Breaking traffic alerts whenever they happen. I'm Karen Stewart, 1010 Winds on 92.3 FM.
Summer is here, and now is the time to get your skin checked. It is easy to book your appointment at Schweiger Dermatology Group. Book online at schweigerderm.com or call or text to 844-DERMDOC today to schedule with a top dermatology provider near you. Major insurance is accepted.
All right, it is summer, so a lot of folks might be on vacation, Dean, but for those of us doing the schlep to work, not a great day, that's for sure.
No, it's been a really rough morning here with the heavy rain pockets, which now are centered over Suffolk County and Long Island and up into the Connecticut suburbs to the north and east of the city. There's still a couple of scattered showers around the city and nearest suburbs. Not anything really now going on west of the city in Jersey. Now, this is going to change complexion as we go through the day. Through the rest of the morning into the afternoon, there could be a thunder shower pop through, but then mid to late afternoon into the first part of tonight, that's when we expect another of showers and thunderstorms, downpour potential that's going to cause some flooding again, and the potential for strong to severe storms, winds and hail, and possibility of even a tornado spinning up, especially the farther west you go from the city later this afternoon, this evening. So you want to keep it locked to 10-10 winds the rest of the day into tonight. We'll dry it out for the middle of the week. We'll talk about that in the 4-day forecast 10 minutes away on New York's weather station, 10-10 winds on 92.3 FM.
Police probing a deadly pileup on Long Island.
The area here near the mall on Sunrise Highway always busy in Massapequa, and authorities say around 7:30 at night a driver was speeding westbound. That driver then slammed into 3 other cars. The impact so intense Hence, some of the cars flipped over. When first responders arrived, some had to climb on top of the cars to rescue the victims. 3 people died, authorities say, 5 others injured, 2 of the 5 in critical condition. As you can imagine, glass and car parts all over the roadway. In fact, it was shut down for 9 hours while detectives investigated. I saw one car being taken away by police. It was smashed in the back, the driver's side door pried open to remove the person inside. The names of the victims have not yet been released. Sophia Hall, 1010 Winds on 92.3 FM in Massapequa, Long Island.
Separately, another crash overnight on the eastbound side of Hempstead Turnpike in West Hempstead. 2 cars collided, one slamming into a tree, the other hitting the center median. 4 people have what are considered life-threatening injuries. That includes 2 children. They're now at Cohen Children's Medical Center. Cops with another attack in the subway to investigate.
Sue Young, her husband, 2 young children visiting our city from Nevada on board an F train here in the West Village Thursday night. This was around 8 o'clock when this group of teen girls began to verbally harass them with expletives and anti-Asian slurs. But then it got violent. The girls pulling Young to the ground by her hair. She spoke with Pix 11.
All I could think of was just to protect my head. I didn't want to get injured. And so I pulled her head and I buried my face in there so she couldn't hit it. But my 2 girls said that they saw the other teens come and pin me down onto the bench.
Young suffering cuts and bruises to her head from the attack. The NYPD Hate Crimes Task Force leading the investigation, still trying to find these girls. Glenn Shuck, 1010 Winds, 92.3 FM, here on West 4th Street.
Today's the day rapper Tory Lanez learns his fate for shooting rapper Megan Thee Stallion 3 years ago.
Prosecutors are seeking a sentence of 13 years in prison for Tory Lanez, as well as deportation to his native Canada. Lanez has been in custody since he was convicted in December of 3 felonies, including assault with a semi-automatic firearm. Megan Thee Stallion testified Lanez shot at her feet and ordered her to dance during an argument after a pool party in the summer of 2020. I'm Archie Zaraletta.
Sentencing today for the last of 4 former Minneapolis police officers charged in the murder of George Floyd.
Tu Tao was found guilty on 1 count of aiding and abetting second-degree manslaughter. On May 25, 2020, Tao was one of the 4 officers at the scene of Floyd's detainment. While now ex-officer Derek Chauvin knelt on Floyd's neck, Tao was stopping bystanders from intervening. Tao is currently in custody in the Hennepin County Jail. He has already been sentenced to 3.5 years in federal prison.
That's correspondent Derek James. That was for violating George Floyd's civil rights. Any additional time is expected to be served concurrently. Showers around the city, a heavier rain now on Long Island and parts of Connecticut. The winds are south at 10 miles an hour. We're at 69 degrees. We're headed up to 80 today. And it's kind of back and forth all day. We have this heavy rain in parts of the area slowing the commute this morning, and then some sun and muggy today. But then another round of heavy thunderstorms later this afternoon coming in from the west, hitting the western suburbs first, and then arriving in the city by this evening. 70 degrees now in Long Beach, 69 in Hoboken, 69, and raining over Central Park. Winds News Time, 8:07. 5 this afternoon, that is the deadline for the Trump legal team to make their argument after special counsel Jack Smith asked for a protective order in the election interference indictment. He's worried the former president might use social media to go public with evidence or intimidate witnesses in the case.
Trump posted on his social media accounts that he doesn't think he can get a fair trial here in D.C. He wants to ask for a recusal from this judge. We will see if his team actually makes a request like that in court. I can tell you that several other January 6 defendants have requested a change in venue. It is very rare. None of them have been granted that.
That's correspondent Mary Alice Parks. On CNN Sunday, former Vice President Mike Pence.
They were asking me to overturn the election.
Well, now one of Trump's lawyers says that's not true, that Trump was just asking for a delay.
If former President Trump discussed delaying the certification of votes from the 2020 election with the then Vice President Mike Pence, he was within his rights, according to his attorney, John Lauro.
He only asked. You're allowed to petition your government for redress of grievances. A president is even allowed to petition his vice president. That has never been criminalized before.
He told ABC's This Week when it comes to the January 6th case,
the government really has no evidence of criminal intent.
He did not answer when asked if the former president would testify. Brian Clark, ABC News.
A new CBS News poll is gauging public opinion on the latest indictment.
Half the country believes that after 2020, what the nation witnessed was a then sitting president trying to remain in office through what they feel were illegal and unconstitutional means. Now, they say if true, that would be undermining democracy, and for them, these indictments then mean it's upholding the rule of law and protecting that democracy. But there's another 3 in 10, 29%, who feel that Donald Trump did try to stay in office, but through legal means. And what's telling here is that most of them, like most Republicans, continue to believe Donald Trump's disproven claims about a fraudulent election.
That's CBS Elections and Survey Director Anthony Salvanto on Face the Nation. A Ukrainian woman arrested in an alleged plot to assassinate President Volodymyr Zelensky.
The SBU, Ukraine Security Service, claiming she was a Russian informant who was trying to find Zelensky's itinerary during a visit to the port city of Mykolaiv. This was only last week. She's accused of helping plan a massive Russian airstrike while he was there. SBU agents saying that they tracked her to find her handlers and missions, saying she was arrested while passing intelligence to the Russians. Of course, it's not the first attempt on the president's life during this war.
That's correspondent Ian Pannell. Moscow, meantime, made good on a promise to retaliate for a Ukrainian drone attack on a Russian tanker in the Black Sea Friday near Crimea. Russia launched 70 missiles and drones at Ukraine. 10 got past Ukraine's defense system and struck targets that included a grain silo west of Kyiv and a blood transfusion center in the northeast. Officials confirm at least 6 people were killed.
All right, guys, that was the short snippet of the news for today, August 7th, 2023, where our mission here is to record history for future generations. All right, guys, we'll see you on the next video.